Alright, let's talk about funnels. Let's talk about funnels. Alright, so when someone lands on my funnel page, you can tell there's no header up top, there's no footer on the bottom, and the goal is basically to get them to pay attention to the brightest color and then fill out the form. That's why we see this is the most obvious thing on the page, get my cash offer, and this yields conversion rates of 30% to 50%. When running Facebook ads, it actually converted way better than I thought. I was expecting $30 to $50 cost per lead in a tight 100 city markets, and it ended up being $8 to $15. Absolutely ridiculously cheap. On Google PPC ads, it saves you money as well because it converts between 30 and 40%. Holy Trinity keywords for me right now, because it's sell your home any condition, is converting at 46% on one client's account for Holy Trinity, which is insane amount of savings because most people typically convert. All right, so people are going to look at any condition and they're going to see for cash and they're going to see, oh, no, realtors, no, commissions, no, repairs. Oh, fuck yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Now, in order for them to fill out the form, it will also point here, get a cash offer, right? This is where you need to look. Everything is like these people right here. If you look at the flow, like the triangle, it's basically all pointing to the form. Everything is pointing to this form here. And a wholesaler will understand what a wholesaler is and assign a contract is, and they'll click that button. So now wholesalers are on a different page. They are not on your conversion event qualified lead page. So they're not even considered a lead. So that means you might get some JV form submissions. I personally don't even really care about this page. I don't interact with JVs too much. But the cool thing is if someone lands on this page, you'll be able to see right here your last visitors. And we could actually go see on my website template if they ever visited the wholesaler page. So over here on the right hand side, you could actually go through people who visited your site and you could see if they visited the wholesaler page or not. So that would be super helpful to you because you could use the IP addresses on Google Ads specifically to block and ban wholesalers from ever seeing your ads again. So if you're currently running Google PPC ads and you're getting wholesalers filling out your form, you'll be able to capture and honeypot their IP address and basically block them. So you will no longer show impressions to those people ever again. Now, another really cool feature is, yes, it's listed with a realtor. No, it's not listed with a realtor. Before someone goes to the step 2 confirmation page, we want to confirm if they are currently listed with the realtor. So it's going to auto-populate the address. They'll type in their phone number. And then when you push enter, yes, listed with a realtor, it will actually take them to a disqualify page. And it will politely say, fuck off. I've actually had people give this phone number a call, and I recorded the session because they were actually, most people are willing to cancel their, just got a lead. 1 second. Let me double check it's a good city or not. Oh, that's me. I'm so stupid. Okay, so what if I cancel my listing and at the very top, we cannot legally interfere with your active realtor contract? And it basically says like, hey, like you have a contract, we're not going to interfere with that and we're not going to pay realtor fees. That's not what we do. Legal boundaries, it's going to cause delays and we're not going to pay someone else's commission if you're coming to us directly. And we basically offer them to go read a real estate timeline explain guide. Basically, like if you are doing a traditional listing, you have to wait this long. Don't come to us for sell by owner. You have to wait this long. I mean, maybe come to us. Or if you just come to us, it will be faster. And we basically explain that. People could type in Tennessee or whatever. This is on ASAP Cash Offer at least. And they could see, the closing timelines. And they could actually send a text in the bottom left-hand corner. It says, hi ASAP Cash Offer, my realtor contract just expired. They could save my contact card information, which would be your contact card information, right? Or they can click to call. This is not a click to call because I don't actually want them to click to call. If they really want to talk to me, I want them to type in that number manually on their phone or copy paste. I want there to be friction. I want them to leave me alone because 90% of the time it's not going to be a deal. And they're no longer in my funnel, so I don't really want to talk to them. I, by choice, can call them if I see they have a bunch of equity, and they've done a bunch of price cuts, I will choose to call them. Now, the other option on the funnel is when it actually qualifies them as a lead. So let's do 312. We'll do Chicago. All right, so not listed with the realtor, it will actually continue into the rest of the funnel. 80 to 90% of people who fill out the lead form on step one, they will fill this out as well, which is a lot of people. It's typically 30% to 50% will fill this out. It's so easy to fill out. Basically, like 90% of people who submit a lead will fill it out also. So under 14 days, 30 days, or just curious. So within the next 30 days, is it in an excellent brand new condition? Good, poor, terrible. It's in good, but it needs a little bit of repairs. I need $450,000. Assuming we could buy it as is, pay all closing costs. What's a fair price as is? Well, I said 450. That's what I wanted, but I mean, as is, you cover all costs, maybe 350. Now the trick is if someone has a lower price than their ask price on this second option, it lets you know they're already open to price reductions. So you need to call that lead right away. Go ahead and click next. Selling for a reason is government tax auction in 2 weeks, right? Oh my God, I need to call that lead right away. And then it auto-populates the email from the beginning part of the funnel. It also captures the phone number, address, all that good stuff up top. I consent, get my cash offer. And here's the real beauty of the funnel. So that's step one. Step two, 30 to 40% of people fill out the step one. From those people, 80 or 90% fill out the step two, which is fantastic. And when they finalize, it actually goes on a page that incentivizes them and points to a click to call now. Send text is just from the smartphone app. It shows that like no matter what. So ignore send text. I can have a send text button, but I prefer the click to call. Send text is also good to have though, because when the text you first, there's less friction when you want to communicate back with them. Some people just want to text and not phone call, right? So if you give them the option to text and you text them back, then immediately they know who you are because they text you first. So that's the point of this funnel. There's no stupid watch about our company. This is a one and done. Motivated sellers are one and done. You can tell them about your company and stuff on the phone call, but you need them on the phone. And the reason why is if they watch a video, you're giving them the option to pay attention to you or not. You want them to call or text, and you want to captive their attention, right? You do not want them to talk to anyone else except for you. And the reason why is the sunk cost fallacy, right? They spend more time with you. You're preventing them from going back to Google and looking for another person to get an offer from. And two, if they talk to you, not only can they not go back to Google because they're busy talking to you, but after they hear your voice and you build the rapport and the sunk cost fallacy, this person's going to handle my situation, you're going to convince them, you should convince them, to not even bother going back to Google because you have solved their problem. So that's why this funnel is so absolutely killer. If you pick up the phone and you talk to them as soon as it comes in, and I'm talking 1 to 5 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, right away, it is very unlikely that they are going to go with someone else or continue to Google search. And that's why this funnel was built, to captive the potential lead, capture their attention, and make sure they don't go with someone else. Because you could be the first form they're filling out, and you do not want them to fill out another form. So that's how we're basically filtering out properties that are already listed with a realtor, which I know is a big pain in the ass. It's not going to optimize your Google pixel, your Facebook pixel. It is going to kick them out of your funnel. So your pixels will optimize for quality sellers, not listed properties. You'll also be able to figure out who the wholesalers are, block their IP addresses, or your ads manager, or if I'm managing your ads, I will be able to easily track who the wholesalers are and what properties are listed with realtors, and I'll block those IP addresses. Properties that are listed with realtors love to fill out the form multiple times because they're just retarded delusional assholes. Same with wholesalers. So you just want to block those IP addresses. And the beauty with having the disqualify page and the wholesaler page is we are able to capture their IP addresses and block them, so they'll never see your ad again. So that is a breakdown of my funnel in 10 minutes. Hopefully that helped you understand, what a high quality funnel looks like. Obviously, everything that you see here is the landing page of the funnel. If they are not going to want to submit the form, they want to know more about your credibility. Boom, 5-star reviews. Boom, actual reviews. And if these still don't trust you, they want to know about the process. Boom, here's the process. Most people scroll back from there. If not, there's a couple more things that we have. Most people don't scroll to the bottom. If they do get a cash offer, it takes them back to the top because you're stuck on this page. That's why this page converts so well. Before we end, I do want to show you what the mobile page looks like, which is basically this. It has the header up top, the same CTA stuff that makes it easy, and at the bottom, get my cash offer. So when they load the page, everything is on the main page, meaning you don't need to scroll to submit your lead information, which is absolutely perfect. Most people, you have to scroll down 2 or 3 times to hit the submit button, which is absolutely retarded, and that's why their websites do not convert as well as mine. All right, thanks for your attention. Have a good day. Peace. Make sure to fill out the form, PPC Ads Management. Click that, fill out this form here. On the bottom, I have a Google PPC Ads course as well, the Holy Trinity, if you want that. Apply for management. Just click any of those buttons and we could have a chat about your ads, or if you're looking for a website template. Have a great day.